paused in 3, 2, 1, unpause. So this is a very good human opponent. I'm verse. I think I'm 1 and 2 versus him now after this game. I do win this game. So I don't want to take away anything from him for this game, because he's beat me at least twice already. They're usually pretty good games, though, I think. This is Secret Valley. It's an orc map for sure. Although, and I say this, I really despise Secret Valley versus human in the last patch. It's true that the expansions are not easy to take, which is nice, but it's a pretty direct route from base to base, and it makes tier 2 tower rushing pretty easy. I'm less worried about that in 1.22 than I was in 1.21, but it's definitely still in my mind. So, interesting strategy already on my part. As you can see, I'm sending 2 scout peons. Well, one of them is actually a scout peon. I'm sending him to the right of his base. I want to know if his plan is to militia creep the null overseer camp, which is pretty much standard fare for human players. And if he does choose to do that, I'm going to build the Voodoo Lounge in the center, which you see I'm doing, and straight harass. And the fact that I have that Voodoo Lounge there is going to enable me to keep up the harass without having to go to a corner heal fountain to heal. So anyways, I try desperately to, yeah, I do a pretty decently job. No, not great. Path block the Archmage to slow him down from getting there, and then try to path block the Militia. I don't do a very good job of either, which is going to mean that I'm not going to get. I mean, I wasn't expecting to get the Overseer kill, but I was hoping to get here in time to steal at least one of the assassins, hopefully both. And it is a poison damage camp. As you can see, all this stuff is weak at the moment, so I was hoping to do some damage there. But anyways, failing that, right-click the Archmage. Why not? Force him to play defensively, which is what happens with a weak Archmage. They can't be aggressive creeping if they have a weak Archmage. So he does the intelligent thing, and he splits up his Archmage from his army. I mean, it's something you'll see most human players at a certain level doing. Either I follow the Archmage, which is going to heal, or I follow his army, which is going to go to creep. And I choose to follow the army. I'd rather see him creep with the weak Archmage away from the health fountain than have him heal up at the health fountain and creep with the army. That's a mouthful. I send my scout peasant down to the fountain, which is because I knew that's where he was going, because I'd already damaged him significantly. And I choose to creep his brutes. Do I want to be creeping at this point? Not necessarily, but this is the creep camp that he wants for level 2, so by creeping that, I steal it. I steal some experience from him, some experience he could be getting. So you'll notice he's still level 1, and he really easily could have crept that for level 2. He's only, 12 experience away from level 2. So I do have map control in quotation marks at the moment, in that he's a little timid. He's playing timidly. He's afraid to leave his base. I have healing, boots of speed. If I run into the Archmage, it's going to be a lot of fun to right-click him. And I know, based on what creeps he has left, I pretty much know where he's going to be and why. So focusing down whatever I can here. See the Archmage. I should have had some block here or something. I would have done a better job, because I know he doesn't have the boots of speed. But anyways, here he gets them, but there's the block. This is not the best blocking job in the world, but anyways, it gets me 3 or 4 extra hits, which is 100 damage when you're using a Blade Master, which is really nice. And he's still level 1, which is also really nice. And now he's decided to creep the Huntsman camp for level 2, which he didn't want to do originally, I'm sure, because they have poison damage again and ensnare. So if I jack him here, however unlikely that is, it's not good for him. Obviously, this isn't on my mind at the moment, and I choose to creep. Another thing orc players do against human that really needs to be improved at an amateur level of play: if you do lose sight of the Archmage, which is a horrible thing to have happen to you to begin with, consider that he's probably creeping timidly. He's probably, if you've been right-clicking him a lot and damaged him in the early game, and he's forced to separate his footman from his Archmage, chances are he's trying to clean up the little camps. So if you have a Blade Master and 4 grunts, especially on Secret Valley where there's health fountains, go creep something aggressively. Get level 2 to his level 2, and if you can get level 3 to his level 3 significantly before tier 2, that's good as well. I mean, I'd rather fight level 2 versus level 2 than level 3 versus level 3, but it's often happened to me that in trying to run away from me, they give me free reign to creep what I want to creep, and I get level 3 Blade Master versus their level 2 Archmage. So you see that's almost happening at the moment. I'm going to actually have an experience advantage on him, which I'm aware of right now because I just saw his Archmage in my base. And I know if he's in my base with a level 2 Archmage, he's not power creeping for level 3, which makes me feel a lot better about creeping right now. Fortunately, I got another boost of speed. I really hate that drop. But anyways, I'm almost level 3, very much on my mind, and he is only level 2. So this is where adaptation comes in. If this ever happens to you as Orc versus any race, your game plan has to change significantly, I think. Typically versus human, my thinking would be keep him from getting level 3. When you get your Shadow Hunter out, assuming he's not tower rushing you immediately, power creep the Shadow Hunter as fast as you can. A high level Shadow Hunter does a lot better job than a high level Mountain King to a certain extent. Level 3 versus level 3, I'd rather have level 2 Wave and level 2 Bolt in my army, particularly with Spirit Link and with Healing Scrolls, right? That's my thinking. So again, I'm pretty confident that he does not have level 3, given that I've seen him not too long ago with level 2 in my base. I heal up, get some mana, and go try to find him. The most logical place to look is not on the left side of the map, obviously, because that's where I've been creeping. And I see some militia heading to the gold mine. I already know he'd crept above, so the gold mine, other than the shop, is the next logical place. And this again, why do you bring your Shadow Hunter versus and your foreground army versus all these militia versus Shockwave versus Stormbolt? Why do you do that? Well, it's because you have the advantage that you have right now, where you're going to see a Speed Scroll, Hex, and kill the Archmage. I'm quite certain he's not used to having a human Orc player be this aggressive this early on. It's probably because he's not used to having a level 3 Blade Master against him this early on. So pretty much, I killed the one Sorceress. There's one left. I'm trying to get this this Mountain King down. He does a nice job surrounding the Grunt, but I have another Hex left in me. I'm pretty soon going to have a Snare, and he leaves the game. 7 minutes 58 seconds. It's pretty sure games versus human can only last 7 minutes 58 seconds, let me tell you, because I'm used to having 30-minute games versus humans these days. Again, adaptation. That's what I'm trying to reinforce by that game. Normally that would not have been my game plan. I would have played a lot more passively. Tried to deny experience with the Blade Master while my Shadow Hunter power crypt. But because I got level 3 so early, it's basically a free map pack, and you can change your game. You can reposition yourself. You can pick the best moments to attack, and you can afford to play more aggressively. It's as simple as that. Particularly because you only had level 2 water elementals as well. So that's the audio, guys. I hope you liked it. I'm gonna start a thread in the Orc strategy forum probably about my audios, where I'm gonna just take questions that I'll answer at the end of my next audio. I'll select 3, 4, 5, I don't know, questions from people. You can ask me them on the strategy forum. I'll make a thread there. And any questions you have, any suggestions, comments, criticisms, ideas for an audio, so assuming it's on Orc, I'd be more than happy to listen and to take some suggestions and whatever. So shout out to my clan, VT Gaming. vtgaming.getforum.org is the site. I post a lot of my own replays there, so definitely feel free to drop by. Drop by the channel for sure. A lot of people have been doing that recently. It's a pretty popular channel. Shout out to icmbot.com. Free money. I've been neglecting my Warcraft a little bit in favor of a little bit of poker. Sorry for that, guys. Shout out to WC Replays. I love you guys. Staff Orange, who's recently come out of retirement. And that's it. Stop signing out.